Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about how confidence can naturally raise your testosterone and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, of course give me that Arthur Fonzarelli, yay, and like that video. Follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat of YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, man. In this video, we're going to talk about how confidence can help naturally raise your testosterone and make that penis bigger, because that's what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Collective, the Big Cock Consciousness, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis. Help you manifest the best. And, of course, naturally raise that testosterone and HGH. And, if any serious inquiries, get in my social media, my DMs. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor, and I can help expand your mind and increase your size. And now, without further ado, I'm here to tell you about how confidence is the most important key to the whole growth factor of everything you want to be. And what this all comes down to is being, comfortable with who you are and not putting other people down. Because, a lot of people walk around and they frown and they gotta knock down everybody just to build themselves up. And it's just like, if you're a mountain, you ain't gotta knock down Mount Everest to just be a mountain, you know what I mean? So you ain't gotta knock down any building to understand that you're a tower full of power. And that's one of the things we're about here, having that huge piece of meat swinging in the knees, throbbing to the pecs, making you your best. And it's just like, write this down, man. I am a mountain. If you're confident in who you are, you ain't gotta worry about, knocking somebody down to build yourself up. And that's what this all comes down to. This is what it's all about. And yesterday I had a crazy experience trying to do my dad dick analogy that came to me because of the Joe Rogan podcast and the whole dad bod theory. But had to take care of some business. But without further ado, I'm back for you. And that's what it's all about. I mean, you think about a dad when they walk around the house naked because there's nobody there. That's the dad dick confidence, you know what I mean? And that's what we want you to have at all times. And when you have confidence in who you are, you're proud of yourself no matter what. And some people out there may or may not have this when it comes to the correlation of testosterone, human growth hormone, and overall just having a big penis or whatever you have. You're just being confident in what you got, and that's a beautiful thing regardless. I mean, but for the ones that are more on the fritz or more on the fence and more understanding that worrying about other people instead of what they got, I'm here to tell you to understand that you're beautiful, you're part of the divine, you have a gift. And I'm here to help you enhance that gift, and you got to believe in yourself. And that's where the confidence comes into play. You're believing essentially in who you are. And when you know who you are, you understand that we're more than the body, man. We come from the stars, and what's inside of me is inside of you. And the light that's driving these beautiful avatars around has magic. Because we are the divine. We are magic. We can increase our size. So go ahead and write that down. We can increase our size. We are magic. We are divine. And that's a beautiful thing. It just feels right to say. And when we're going with this type of flow, me, I always do Tao practices, that Wu-Wei flow, the path of least resistance, just going with the flow of the day, and having confidence along the way will definitely help you out. And one of the best hacks that you can just go with and just making yourself feel better is don't ever put anybody down, man. I have videos on giving compliments. Anytime that you're in a situation where somebody's like trying to put you to judge somebody, and there's not, of course, it's human nature. Humans are gonna do stuff like this. It's what they do. And when you judge somebody, instead of just going into it with a negative, mantra or whatever you got to say about somebody, stay neutral. You know what I mean? Don't even give it the judgment. Like, oh, so what do you think? What do you think? Whatever. You know what I mean? You can go with that, or compliment it. You know what I mean? When you do this, it changes the matrix, because instead of going down that spiral of just hating and just putting somebody down, that's just no good for nobody. But then again, a lot of people base their comedy off of just sometimes, kicking people while they're down and making people, laughing at people's misfortunes and insecurities and all that. And like I say, man, if you're smiling, you're doing something right. As long as you're, getting back to the source and getting back to what we really are. I mean, that's what it all comes down to, is being, in our best light, laughing and, spreading love and positivity. And, sometimes, unfortunately, people got to laugh at other people's misfortunes. But when you're looking at it from a perspective of, is it necessary for me to knock somebody down to build myself up? And that's really where you got to come with, man. That's where I look at things from my neutral playing field, my neutral perspective. Because old school ways would get in your own flow, and you got to understand that all thoughts are things, and you are a conduit for your self fulfilling prophecy. So if you're seeing somebody and you have that just a thought bubble that comes in your head to say something negative, look at the thought. You know what I mean? Just take a step back, be like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, why is this type of thought come into my head? And it could be any kind of thought. You know what I mean? Well, just anything negative. And it's like, you got to think that it's not your own thought. Just look at it from that place of, being neutral. And, this is why meditation practices are very helpful. And this is what everybody really preaches at the end of the day. What meditation is all about is being able to look at your thoughts as a thing. And you could look at, a million different gurus and experts out there, Dr. Joe Dispenza, Sadhguru, whoever. They're all going to tell you about, how important meditation is. Now, just being able to understand and entertain that all thoughts are things. Go ahead and write that down. All thoughts are things. You're able to give yourself some leverage in the game here, where you're not going to just blow up something negative. You're going to give yourself something positive. And that's why, I always come with love. It's one of my most important things that I got to do. Any room that I'm in, anytime I see somebody on the other side of the screen, if I'm looking at you right now, if I see you in traffic, if you're on the phone, if I have any type of thought that comes through my mind, the one main thing that comes with it is love. And I just intend on you to have a beautiful day, to feel love today, to spread love in some kind of way and have beautiful things happen to you at every moment, every time. And that's what I do, and I just go on my way, spreading that love wherever I go. And you can do that any room you're in. You will definitely see that it changes the matrix of where you're at. Like, you can really notice it, like when you're in a waiting room, a gym, anytime that there's a lot of people around you, because there's a lot of just vibrations and energies just kind of clashing. And you got to understand that this person's taking the thoughts that are in the air, and everybody's kind of radiating thoughts, and you can go ahead and grab onto them and blow up these negative ones, or we can just float into those loved ones. And that's why I like to create beauty everywhere I go. And if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. I love to say that. Go ahead and write that down. It's one of my favorite mantras, because it's true. When you have that clear mind, you are clear for growth, and it helps you, be a better you. And what you're doing with that, keeping neutral, staying back, keeping your mind clear, you're looking at, you're more at one with who you are. And this might be difficult for some of you. I understand that. That's why I'm here to help you, expand your mind as well as increase your size. And the exercises, the joking, the super edge, and all that, muscle manifestation, masturbation for manifestation. All these techniques and skills are something I truly believe in. They're collective beliefs. They're part of the BCC, and they're beyond anything that's been here. They've been around for centuries. They've been around since, if you want to call it time, they've been around for a long. They've been around a long way, and they can definitely help you increase your size. And, getting there, getting my BCC, getting my social media, getting my DMs. I'm here for you to help you achieve your best, manifest the best. And when we're talking about, just being confident in who you are, it's just, don't be putting anybody down, man. Just go ahead and put some smiles around. Watch how much better your day's going to go. And just watch how much more, you're going to have more love just come to you and flow. And, when you love yourself, you're loving everybody else, because the universe is a mirror. So you got to start right here, man. You got to come with you. We're all on that chakra system. You got that third eye right there. You got the crown up there. You got the heart, man. That's the supercharged center. The penis is on the root. Don't forget that. All these gurus out there, they might talk about it, but I'm all about it. And I know that sex is divine. It's felt. It's felt in the astral realms. It's felt beyond where we're at. And when you go with that, you understand that sex is magic. And, some people might overlook it like it's just, like a maintenance thing. You're just doing it for whatever. But essentially, the connection that you have is your connection in that moment. And some people that are insecure in themselves feel that sex should be only like owned between only between that person and the other party. When you get it all insecure, the fact that another person can feel it with somebody else. But here's the thing: when you're thinking about that, think about this. When you're with a partner, and you get upset that this partner goes and makes love with somebody else, you got to understand that the love that is felt with you is always with you, and you're one of the only ones that can make that feeling happen. So you don't have to just go around thinking that you're the only one with that magic, that you can't have a connection with anybody else. I mean, that's really some macho, that's real macho and really insecure to think that that a partner couldn't have a beautiful sexual experience with somebody else. You just got to understand that no matter what, it doesn't take away from what you have. Like, your sexual connection is always going to be felt. You're the one that's always creating that. Sex is only in the moment. Write that down. Sex is only in the moment. And if you're having a beautiful moment, a beautiful experience, you are a part of the divine. You are beyond the body. You are beyond the mind. You are doing sex somewhere else when you are really into it. Of course, there's other types of sex where it's more or less, just maintenance type of stuff, and machoism type of ways, like, yeah, I gotta get it in, and all that kind of stuff. When you're feeling sex like that, how can you not, be like, how can you get upset at somebody when they're finding sex and having different partners and different connections, and all you're doing is just, a whatever type of job? If you're having that real magic connection where you really feel like you guys are beyond the body and, into the stars and into that astral realm, time ceases to exist, that's when you're having your best sex. That's when you're at your best light. That's when you are shining bright. And that's, one of my main intentions for you to have. I'm here to give you the confidence and help you increase your size for you to have more of those moments and be able to, enjoy what you have. Because, of course, sex is something that everybody, that wants to experience it. You should be able to go experience it, and having the right tool for the job is definitely something that's going to give you that confidence. But I'm giving you the confidence right now, man. You ain't got to knock down any building to make yourself stand tall. I mean, you're a beautiful light, and you ain't got to blow out anybody else's flame to see that you're a supernova that's just, moving through this whole universe as is. And, that's what I'm here to tell you, man. You guys are a beautiful gift. I love you. Everything that you are is a reflection of who I am, and I'm a reflection of you. So whenever you go out there, man, always spread that love. It's really, it might sound corny and it might sound cliche, but nonetheless, the simple things in life, man, are the ones that are going to make the most impact. And when you step back and you really just go ahead and you just let that love take over, you're doing something divine. You are doing something to help out the collective. You're doing something to help out the world. You are making the world a more beautiful, a better place. And that's what you got to go with, man. That is the love flow. And, you know, just any which way, if it feels natural, just go ahead, man. Just really look within, man. Because insecurities, you know, I was really thinking about that. Like, what is an insecurity? If it's inside your head, you know, an inner security, I just say just give love, man. It's a beautiful thing. Spread it along the way. And, you know, when I'm going with that whole thing about, you know, being confident in who you are, and, you know, getting rid of these insecurities, it's going to make you a better version of what you are, and you're going to definitely be able to grow. Because growth occurs physically, mentally, and spiritually, and that's a beautiful thing. Because I mean, we're all about growth here in the BCC, man. We got, you know, we're here to expand minds, increase size. We're here to laugh. We're here to love. We're here to make, you know, beautiful things every way, which way that we go. We're creating that flow. And if you want to increase your size, I'm your guy. I'll help you out along the way. I'll give you the exercises. I'll give you some one-on-ones. I'm a spiritual guide, a mentor, and a coach. And I'm here for you, man. I'm really, you know, I'm rooting for you. I believe in what you got. You know me, I always gotta, you know, scream and shout the triple D. And no, we ain't talking about Janus Diamonds and Drives, Guy Fieri. We're talking about don't doubt your dick. I'm here to help you bring them up, not put them down. I'm here to increase your size. I'm here to tell you that you got a beautiful piece of meat swinging between your knees. You got a beautiful dick. You got a beautiful cock. Anything you want to write down that you just feel inclined to go ahead and shout about, that you feel beautiful about, write it down. We'll supercharge it, because I'm here for you. And you know, some people, like I say, they make, you know, their stick. If that's your game, go ahead and play that. But I'm here to build them up, not bring them down. Your dick, your cock, your penis, your phallus, it's all a part of the divine. All right, you're looking at every time that you're holding that in your hand, you're holding a piece of God. So go ahead and write that down. I'm holding a piece of God. You know what I mean? I am God. And you know, if you look at it from the religious perspective, where we're all created in the image, look no further. I mean, you know what I mean? Look at yourself, man. You are the divine. And if we're looking at it from a collective belief or whatever, you got to understand that what we have is essentially, you know, you got the universe swinging right between, you know, swinging right on the root, man. This is where life comes from. This is what creates life. That's why I'm a huge fan of semen retention. You know, I listen to Montauk Chi. He's a Taoist from China. He talks about charging your chi. Chi is energy. Write that down if you didn't know it. Chi is energy, and you know, when you come with energy, you can do no wrong. And that's what a Tao master taught this guy. And he's like, you know, we're talking a guy from China that has a beautiful practice that can help you become, you know, a sexual magnet, just charged up with, you know, your chi. All of his beliefs, you know, I look at people's beliefs, and I come within and I evaluate them and put them into my own perspective, because like I say, all truths are true. You just got to find the ones that make you. And you know, when you look at it like that, you understand, you know, people are always looking for just like a solid answer, and people want to just knock down somebody else's answer to make theirs valid. And that's where I really say, you know what, you got to find your way. And that's why, you know, in previous videos I might talk about, you know, vegetarians or whatever. You can, you know, I was like the other video I'm talking about, that David Asprey guy. You know, he's like the opposition of you know, a vegan that would say that we're all meant to be plant eaters. And then to me, I'm like, you know what, whatever you believe to be true is true. I'm not saying that we weren't meant to be plant eaters. I'm not saying we weren't meant to be carnivores. I'm not saying that a vegan diet is healthy or not healthy. Just listen to yourself, man. That's all it's about. It's not about getting lost in everybody else's way. It's about finding your way. So get out of your way. Then that's what I say, man. You know what? Say this. I'm getting out of my own way. I'm clear for growth. And when you do that stuff, you're able to look at things from a neutral perspective where you're able to be like, does this serve me? Does this help me? Does being a vegetarian, is this for me? Can I eat this type of food? And that's what I do with my, very simple diet technique. I'll give it a quick preach. It's the 1, 2, 3. Number 1, we eat it. We see how we feel. Number 2, we check the deuce. And, if it's coming out clean, if it's not making a mess, I'd say you're at your best. And that's where we're at number 3. We evaluate and we see what needs to go and what needs to flow. And, I get into collective beliefs to help me grow. I mean, you understand out there when you want to manifest more muscle, there's so many different protocols that you can really get behind. And, there's the group that obviously says add more protein. So you know what? I'm on the protein game now, and I'm seeing some gains coming in. I'm feeling beautiful about it. And, that's something that I'm able to evaluate it with my own way. I've also scrapped out peanut butter, but I mean, I still can eat peanut butter, but more or less as a dessert fashion. I can't just eat it bodybuilder style or, just taking globs of peanut butter. I found out that was no good, and, what are you going to do? I mean, maybe it's for the better. I mean, it really is high fat, whatever. But you know what? Because there's other things that I like to eat. I love dark chocolate. I love ice cream, and, all those things work with me. I love pizza. Carbs work with me. Pasta works with me. Wine works with me. Beer works with me. I'm happy and grateful that these things work with me. And of course, we always got to come with that gratitude, because gratitude is the attitude. Every day you wake up, every day you take a breath before your feet hit the ground, understand that you got a shot today. Take that breath. You got a shot. Every breath that you're breathing, and we're here in this whole thing, man, you got to understand you got a shot today. You can make magic happen. You're open for miracles. I want to say that I'm open for a miracle every day. My intention is for you to be open for a miracle. Write that down. Just say I'm open for a miracle. They happen. Magic is here. Beauty appears. Keep this clear. Make sure, this beautiful experience really got me lit up, man, and I'm here to just, probably just more or less close this experience yet again, because I can keep rambling and ranting like a monkey in a tree, Forrest Gump style, and I'm just here to just make you smile any which way that I can. And you know what? Just make sure you guys get in that, getting the BCC, getting my social media. You know me, I'm updating content daily, and I got, my wolf, my bear, my cat C. I got a whole bunch of things going on, coffee time, the gym, and there's going to be plenty more photo shoots and other things that will surprise you, motivate you, and keep you going along the way. And yeah, that's what it's all about. So make sure you give me that Arthur Fonzarelli. Hey, like the video shortcake. You know what I mean? And of course, like Rocky Balboa says, hello, I didn't hear no bell. So make sure you ring the bell. If not for me, do it for Slag. Do it because you love this guy, but do it because you love yourself. And the universe is a reflection of who you are. So make sure you're giving that love every which way that you go. Keep that flow. I love you guys. You guys are beautiful. Peace.